I asked my parents for a ring, and they got me 4. I asked my parents to shut the door. They told me to shut up. My dad is the best at making surprises. My mom would have put the donut in the iPhone box. My mom versus my dad. Happy birthday, my love. Wish you nothing but the best. Mummy loves you. I love you. Happy 18th birthday. I'm 19. Okay. Daddy left and took the sticker with him. That's a real family. This dad tiring his kid out before the flight is my new hero. Why is every author a number 1 best-selling author? Why is every toothpaste the number 1 selling recommended toothpaste? Why do my parents hate me? Me as a parent. My daughter is currently pulling a D- in math. This is her phone. In case of B, break glass. For my dad's 64th birthday, we had to improvise. I just put my mum in a Bentley. Nice, I put mine in a state of constant worry for my well-being. My dad with a fish versus my dad with me. Stop saying I wish and start saying I will. I will, my parents still loved me. My dad gives me this cake every year on my birthday. I'm gonna be that dad. Yelled downstairs, Mom, Dad's home. She did not find it as funny as I did. How strict were your parents? If I have fun today, I can't have fun tomorrow. Sorry. Happy 21st birthday to my beautiful daughter. Left, Braylon. Thanks for the clarification, Dad. Look what I found in my mother's room. Hey man, I would not watch that if I were you. It's got some things on there you don't want to see ever. I don't know what Dad thinks I do for a living. I'm neither a hitman nor have the ability to Photoshop. Take out man in background. Eat this or your dad dies. What are you doing? I love my dad, so hand me my spoon and fork. A group of dads had a competition to see who could stack the most Cheerios on their kid. My mum's lunch almost got stolen by a seagull, and she casually caught it and said, not today. 10-year-old me, waiting at the top of the stairs, listening to my parents talk smack about me. French school asks parents to stop throwing children over the fence when they're late. My mum has always made me a birthday cake. Every year for 44 years. 2 months since she died, and my older dad tried his hardest and my heart melted. I can't wait to be a father so I can randomly walk into my son's room and look at him like this. So my dad got his hip replaced and had the doctor save it so he could turn it into a cane. You cannot possibly become more boss than turning your own bone into a cane. I remember when my mum was beating me up once, so I pretended I was dead. She started crying. I woke back up and she beat me up again. My dad is so dramatic when I'm not home all day. Good evening. This is the hotel manager. Will you be dining in our lounge tonight? That awkward moment when you try to take selfies and the mother decides to beat her child with her sandal. Dad took us to the water park. We're 24. Single mum dresses as dad so her son wouldn't miss Donuts with Dad Day at school. There is one 4th of July that always sticks out for me. 1997. That's the year my stepdad pulled me aside from the fireworks show to reveal he bought a grenade. He tossed it off a cliff and just he and I saw it. I started calling him Dad. That man earned it. That was a dark year for me. Me and my dad were at the Grand Canyon for the 4th of July and then boom, out of nowhere, he just blew up right beside me. I just heard my mum say, "You're very naughty," and then a meow, and then another softer, "Okay, but next time there will be consequences." And then another meow, and then a, "You're right, probably not." When you see your dad do this, you know he's about to finesse the hell out of that reverse. Dads who say they don't want a dog 2 weeks after getting one. This is so my dad. Pray for my mum. She's suffering from shout for no reason syndrome. I convinced my mum to get a prayer mat for the cat because he kept sitting on ours when we prayed, and he loves having his own little mat. Deep conversations with your dad. Okay. Wow, man. Very deep conversations with just 1 and 2 sentences. Mum, aged 98, moves into nursing home to look after her 80-year-old son. My dad, who had been in a coma for 3 months and presumed dead, texted me this. I left. Send my dad this. So he sends me this. I just saw a dad in cargo shorts on a riding mower shoot some finger pistols at another dad on a riding mower. What a power move. My mum asked me how to screenshot on her iPhone. I laughed and then remembered she taught me how to use a spoon and a toilet. This just humbled me. We all know the classic conflicts. Man versus nature, man versus self. But let's not forget man wanting to die versus mum would be sad. I stubbed my toe and naturally I screamed, "Motherfucker!" And then my dad poked his head out of the living room and said, "You rang?" Hats off for the ultimate dad joke. In 1987, a man working as a shoe salesman could support a family and still own a home like this. And now if you want to own a home like this, you gotta be making a lot of money. 9-year-old me running to give my dad his phone because Dave, work boss, is calling. My dad likes to leave me messages in his Minecraft server. Why is this double wide? You don't have a girlfriend? My dad and I went to a restaurant and the waiter pointed at the QR code on the wall and said, "That's our menu," and left, and my dad looked at it really close and said, "Is this some kind of joke?" Throwback to when the car insurance lady asked my mum for front, rear, and side view reviews, but she didn't get the memo. That felt weird. Thanks, Ava. Hope those work. Susan, you look very nice, but I need pictures of your vehicle. Mom shares colorful travel hack to keep toddlers quiet on flights. No, don't do this. Unless you want to pay a lot of money. I asked my mum if by any chance I was adopted. She replied, hilarious. Why would we choose you? Fast clapping sounds. My parents must be watching the same video. That's weird. In 2013, a dad in China hired gamers to kill his son in video games so the son would start looking for a job and get a life. But the son actually kills them because he's too good. How do parents go from the deed is bad to I want grandkids by you getting older? Parents, when they see their child on their phone and it's a mildly sunny day outside. This girl got her phone taken away by her parents and her dad slid this under her door. The first ever champion of a pie eating contest was an unnamed 6-year-old boy. In 1916, he managed to scoff a 10-inch pie in 15 seconds. Legend. Why didn't his parents name him? Why do parents get mad when you sleep all day? Like, I'm staying out of trouble and I'm not spending your money. Like, what is the issue here? When you decide to move away from your parents? Boy sues parents for $2 million for being born ginger. Parents coming into your room. Like, I feel like Taylor Swift writes her songs based on my life. Yep, I just heard empty the dishwasher and the cat box every night without witching about it. Catchy tune. Mom, I found this Barbie doll. Can I keep it? Sure, sweetie, it's all yours. Dad, I found this watch in the jungle. Give it to me. I'll give it to him when he's older. He doesn't understand the true power of an omnitrix. Dad, leather belt and a pack of cigarettes. Mother hits teenager's daughter with flip-flop from impossibly long distance. I will do a lot of things, but admitting I'm cold to my mum who told me to bring a jacket isn't one of them. You're so selfish. Your father has been working so hard by himself and you've never offered to help him. Sorry, Mum. Dad, do you want help? No. Doc carries kitten upstairs. That really brought back memories for me. That's exactly how my mother used to carry me when I was a child. My daughter is crying because she cheated on her boyfriend, and I told him. Crying because her actions have caught up to her. Wow. I sent my dad a meme thought I was funny based on an inside joke, and he got sentimental on me. Me, my best friend. My dad that took us to the pool. Love you. You have been a joy to raise, Dad. Team of mother scientists develop pause button for online game. My dad, who swore he would never want a pet, helping our cat Buttercup getting her favorite toy back from underneath the oven. I swear I parked my bike here last night. Hey, listen, my mum can handle this. Where was it last night? It was here. What's that? What the? I hate how real this is. You should only use devices for a few hours a day. Also, my mum, you average 24 hours. I let my son win a few times, but now he's cocky. I'm gonna slide tackle him. A daycare dad cut me off in the parking lot. So I went early yesterday and taught his kid how to ride a bike. You can never get that back. I asked my mum if she could bring my charger downstairs, and she replied, shout the dog. We were driving past a cemetery, and my dad said in a dead serious, quiet voice, I know something you don't know about this place. The people living in this town aren't allowed to be buried here. And I was really confused, so I asked why, and he said, because they're still alive. Screw you, Dad, with your creepy dad jokes. Doesn't my teen know that when he tells me I'm embarrassing him, it doesn't make me want to stop. It makes me want to carry on with more intensity than before. Remember all those tantrums you threw in public, kid? Well, it's my time to shine. Hi, mummy. Oof, and you had so much potential. Wow, you really are my mom. What is a dad? You is a dad. If I ever get pregnant, I think this is how I will break the news. I'm going to Halloween as my father, since everyone is wearing costumes and dressing up as stuff that don't really exist. So you're not turning up? I heard my husband whispering to our daughter about ordering something on Amazon for her. Then I came home to this. I'm so proud of you, son. Thanks. You're the best parent anyone could ask for. Oops, that was meant for your brother. Oops, that was meant for your wife. Oh, how it feels when your dad takes your side in a parent-teacher interview. That awkward moment when your kids find their drawings in the trash can. No, why are you chucking the drawings away? My parents arguing about divorce. Me coming to tell them I set my phone's language to Japanese and I can't change it back. My extended family now introduces me to people as that Twitter guy. I'm not sure if I've peaked or hit rock bottom. What parents think when you don't answer your phone. You're dead. You're dying. You didn't answer because you didn't hear it or the battery ran out. My dad was looking at me like this for 5 minutes until I looked down at his plate. I'm gonna get a tattoo today. What should I get? If you don't have a need for one, don't get it. Tattoos are for something important. I'm laughing so much. A group of really loud boys sat down next to us in McDonald's, and one of them just picked up his burger and said to his friends, I bet I can put this whole thing in my mouth. And my mum turned to me and said, well, we know who the gay one is. And then they heard her. None of them have said a word since. My mum typing out XOXOXO at the end of every conversation to make sure I know she loves me. me. Yup. My mom doesn't put XO, she just puts XXXX. Therapist. What would you say to your dad if he were alive today? Sorry for cremating you. I honestly thought you were dead. Before my mom passed away, she gave my dad strict instructions to water the plants in the bathroom. He's been religiously watering them and keeping them alive. They look so amazing, he decided to take them to his new home, only to discover they're plastic. Can hear my mum chuckling. This is the pinnacle of character design. This is the dad who doesn't talk a lot but loves his kid. Just discovered my mum goes through the TV schedule and sets timers for what she thinks the dog will want to watch when we're out. I'm a good dad, but not let my kids beat me at Mario Kart to raise their self-esteem good. My dad just called and said, I see you, last one to Papa's Pizza loses. He's going 19 of 55, gets pulled over. He's going to get a ticket and I'm gonna win. Next thing I know, this man flies by me and is getting a police escort to Papa's Pizza. I'm so done. My parents in their 20s. Let's buy this house and have 3 children. Me in my 20s. The types of headaches: migraine, hypertension, stress. Come down, we need to talk. Sonic says if you're ever bored, punch an orphan. Who are they gonna tell? Their parents? When your parents think they caught you, but you've already been rehearsing this life for hours already. Parents, dinner is ready. Silence. All the guests have left. Me. When your parent forces you to be like your cousin. When your mum asks for a picture of your report card. My daughter loves being buried up to her neck in the sand at the beach. Her little face lights up when I come back to get her the next day. Hi Amy, I don't miss you at all. Thanks, Dad. In your opinion, which country has the best food? Belgium, because my mum is here and her food is the best. The way you look at your mum when you go in the pool right after eating and you don't die. My mum coming home knowing instantly something has been broken, even though I spent 4 hours trying to cover up the evidence. My mum always wanted to be an astronaut, and one year my dad surprised us all with a trip to Disney World. Except once we got there, he drove us to NASA and instead surprised my mum with front row seats to a rocket launch and lunch with a real astronaut, and she bawled from joy. Where's your rage? Where's your anger? Rise, rise, rise. Dude, is your dad a Jaegerist? Watching my mum eat ice cream from a coffee mug so her hands wouldn't get cold made me realize I still have a lot to learn from her. A lot of vegetarians say that bacon is the thing they miss the most, but for me, it's my mother who left when I was 5. Mum, clean your room, people are coming over for a barbecue. Me, looking for the grill in my room. Well, that's because sometimes they come upstairs and my mum is like, oh, blah, blah. I don't even know how that used to happen as a kid, but it would happen. Mum said it's my turn on the war horse. My dad runs an organization called Guardians of the Children. They are bikers against child abuse. If you or anyone you know is too scared to testify or go through it alone, they go with or for you. Mother goes viral with incredible tale of how she left her husband of 14 years for a near stranger she was convinced was her soulmate after one evening chatting at a conference, only for the other man to reject her. The woman I live for is my mother, so I can help her when she gets old. Why does my microwave have a chaos mode? That's for when your mum pulls up and you forgot to take the chicken out of the freezer. My crush turned me down at school. I'm gonna send you $20 to your debit card. Buy all the girls in your class ice cream and don't buy her one, okay? She's gonna learn a life lesson tomorrow. Thanks, Dad. My daughter went to my husband and said, Dad, have you ever heard of Pokemon? And I've never seen him so happy. He busted out all of his old cards and is in full education mode. The last photo of my dad. What did you do to him, Duolingo? Guess what? You're adopted, but we don't know it yet because we can't read. When your father is yelling at you about being irresponsible on your way to school and you're waiting to tell him that you forgot your bag at home. Mum, am I handsome? I don't know. Ask your girlfriend. But I don't have a girlfriend. Then you have your answer. When your mum cuts your hair and tells you what a young, handsome man you are, and you're also a house. My dad made me a PBJ 2.0. When you close it, you get 9 different combinations. Rose, jam honey, marshmallow columns, crunchy Nutella creamy. Jesus, take the wheel. New parents learning to tell people how old their kids are in the dumbest increments imaginable. My mum is a prosecutor, and every year she brings up the fact that Mother's Day is the day with the lowest crime rate. I think that says a lot about how many mums commit crimes throughout the year, but can't today because they're too busy being celebrated. Yeah, they're being watched on Mother's Day. My dad has been telling me for years about various friendly encounters with Mike, another resident of his apartment building he really likes, and I found out yesterday that Mike is a dog. When my son was 3, he had a guinea pig named Rufus. One day he left the cage open and Rufus disappeared. I bought a replacement Rufus, never told my son, and things were going fine until the original Rufus showed up, and I had to pretend he was Rufus's cousin, Roger from Philly. You should have said, Rufus is cloned, he cloned himself, he must be a time traveler or something. Sunday I found a kitten at the zoo and brought it home. I was afraid that my parents would get mad at me, but today I caught my father showing the family photos to the kitten. My mum's laptop wallpaper was a picture of her granddaughter. I copied the picture 100 times and made her wallpaper a slideshow of the same picture over over and over again. So the file would change, but nothing would change visibly on the monitor. The pictures would change every 10 seconds. On one of the images, I painted a tiny little curly mustache on her. So randomly for 10 seconds, my niece would have a mustache. My mum thought she was either losing her mind or had a computer virus, and every time the mustache popped up, it was gone by the time she tried to show anyone. Parenting. You're doing it right. My dad is a 6'3" ex-Navy SEAL, and he is the best nail painter in the world. He always used to paint mine and my sister's nails when we were little. I never had any idea that it was odd until someone said something about him fixing my fingernail at school, at some school event. He looked at the other dad and said, "Well, just because you're insecure doesn't mean I can't be a good dad. I've got 2 girls. They need their fingernails painted. I paint them. Frick off." My dad swears by his 15-minute power naps during the day, but he doesn't like napping in bed or on the couch because it's too comfortable and the sleep will win. During family functions, he will suddenly lay down on the floor and wrap himself around the nearest piece of furniture to pass the hell out on for 15 minutes. Nobody finds it unusual and we just all step over him. Then he gets up and joins us again. So he dies for 15 minutes every day. What is your favorite insult of all time? I overheard a student at my school addressing the 8th grade twats that would harass anyone. I bet your parents changed the subject when people ask about you. My 7-year-old put on a suit for his class Zoom this morning. My wife told me I needed to go see it, so I popped my head in to grab a pic. He was concerned I was going to interrupt him and flashed me the "I'm on a cool hand" signal. It took everything I had to not burst out laughing. Bro looks so serious. My mum died when I was 11. Recently, I was contacted by someone on Facebook who interviewed her for her dissertation and had found the tape recording. So this weekend, I've heard her voice for the first time in more than 25 years.